what they're used for. That's what they're made for. Now, you can achieve kind of an online portfolio thing through a MySpace page or through a Facebook page, but I personally don't recommend that for a variety of reasons. Now, this is the portfolio site that I designed for myself about 8 months ago, and I did this in about 8 hours. I photographed all my portfolio pieces. I registered through Cargo Collective. They have kind of an application process, so you have to basically have to get approved, so they know you're not a bot and you're a real live person and you're a working artist. But then once you're in, you can register for their services. You can add, for free, mind you, up to 12 pieces, and each piece. Well, first of all, I'll talk a little bit about what I've got here on the homepage, and we'll get to why I decided to do what I did on here in just a minute. I hope everybody can read that. Okay, it's a little light on the letters, but let's just go to my first area, which are some of my logo projects. Now, I kind of put this under one category so people can just kind of scroll through some of the identity pieces that I've done over the last 3 or 4 years, just to kind of get a quick overall idea of my capabilities as a logo and identity designer. I don't labor on with a lot of explanation. It's just a student group for fashion design students at the Illinois Institute of Art, next project, Digital Arts Festival and Award Show. It's just a brief description. Honestly, that's really all people need to see. And then moving along for a larger project, and this is a magazine that I did. I took various pictures of the different spreads in the magazine to kind of give the viewer an idea of the overall piece. And I carried this out for 12 other projects. Now, this came at the tail end of the 2-year period I was talking about earlier, where I had it in my head that I can't show my work to the world unless it's like part of a really cool website. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to swallow my pride a little bit. I'm going to use a free template and get my work online. And the nice thing about this, by the way, is that you can edit it. You can mess around with the coding a little bit. You can change the colors, you can change the typefaces, you can change the layouts. They have about 15 different sample layouts, and this is just on the free section. Now, if you want to have a premium Cargo Collective account, that's $66 a year, and they'll give you a custom URL, 6 gigabytes of storage space, email, the whole works. But just for something for free, this works out great. So I started promoting myself with this website, and I'd always intended this to essentially be this is my temporary work coming soon site. But honestly, I've got enough work with this thing, and I've got enough compliments on it, not just from your friends and my mom, who you expect to love your work. Mom always loves your work, but from design directors at some pretty big firms in town, and just for the fact that in 1 to 2 minutes of browsing through my site, they know what I've done, they know what I'm capable of, they have an overall idea of my skill level, and more important, they know a little bit about me from the description that I put on the homepage. It's kind of a little unpretentious and self-deprecating. That's kind of how I design. I'm a communication designer and a proud board member of the AIGA Houston. I'm a stickler for thoughtful design, witty writing, killer typography, and creative collaboration. I graduated with honors from the Illinois Institute of Art with a BFA in visual communications. I also make a mean fish taco, play drums, golf terribly, buy way too many design books, and have another worldly level of skill playing 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Take a look at my work. Now, why did I put this on here? Mainly because, 2 reasons. A, I kind of wanted to deflate the whole artist thing and try to not be pretentious about it, but also, you got to think about it. When you're trying to get a job somewhere, you're essentially asking these people to let you into their lives for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you better be cool, you better be personable, you better be tolerable. I hope I'm tolerable, right? I hope I'm tolerable. So every design director I've ever spoken to says that the kind of personality that you have and kind of who you are and how you operate is in a lot of ways more important than how talented a designer you are. If you have a great personality but your work's okay, they can work with that. If you have the best portfolio in the world but you're kind of a jerk, they're a lot less likely to hire you. So the takeaway point from this little kind of diversion is when you design a simple, clean portfolio site, try to add a little bit of your personal flavor in there too. Say a little bit about yourself, even if it's on just kind of a little about bio page. Don't get too silly, don't get too personal, and 1 paragraph honestly is enough. They want to, the person viewing this site wants to get kind of a snap judgment of who you are as a person, what you'd be like to work with. And if they like your work and you seem like a nice person, that's kind of the keys to interviews and to freelance work. So this in a nutshell is kind of my philosophy of what's important in a portfolio side. And as you can see, it's very basic. White background, menu along the side. Very simple. I didn't really want to add anything else in this. The original plan for the big magic website that took 2 years of dreaming that I never quite off the ground, I had planned for that. I had flash animations. I had this cool textured background. I went through like 16 different iterations of it. I kept redesigning it because it had to be just perfect. And I'm still kind of tinkering with it because, we're designers and we're perfectionists and we do that kind of obsessive stuff. But, in the meantime, something like this is more than that.